Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the Diamond Cooper Show, coming to you live from our hometown of Washington, D.C., on this wonderful platform called YouTube. Hope y'all having a wonderful hump day, Wednesday. If you had a hard working day, hopefully I bring some content to help get you through and get you some information of what's going on in the sports world and in the world in general. Glad to have you back. And I always got to start off by thanking all 3,100 plus subscribers for tuning in and rocking with your brother. Much love, much respect. Without you, I don't grow. So I want to let you know I appreciate you off the break. Don't forget that. I appreciate you. And if you're new, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock with your brother. And I got to start off with, for real, Lil Rel went on Club Shay Shay, and he had his thoughts on the state of comedy, the comedy beefs. And he had some things to say about Katt, man. Kind of cooked him a little bit. He say if we all together and we got on regular stuff and we there, and then you see him over there with a perm, like who was the lady's gonna try to holler at? He say he dresses weird, he just looks weird. And then he said that they was at the Grammys backstage, and Dave Chappelle brought them together, but Dave Chappelle didn't know that they had a little tension in the air. And he was like, man, he was ready to rock, but he didn't. And that was the last time that he saw it. He said he can't hating on Kevin Hart because he doesn't really understand Kevin Hart's journey. He says everybody has their own journey, which is true. We all have our own journey. We all have our own worldview. And it needs to be respected. You know what I'm saying? Especially if there's truth behind it. And then he spoke about festivals that comedians went to in different parts of the states. And then there's one in Canada as well. And he spoke about the fact that Kevin Hart hit those festivals. And these are festivals where there are agents there and you ink deals. I researched it, and it's accurate. Kevin Hart did do this, you know what I'm saying? So it gave him opportunities to be able to come from there to there. Then he said that he had some weird encounters with R. Kelly, mainly an encounter where they was on a set together, and one day it was all good with this young female, and R. Kelly seen him and his brother talking to the young lady, whatever like that. And then the next day when he spoke to her, she didn't say nothing back. Damn, Robert. He said, man, he asked her, like, what's going on? Like, we was cool yesterday. Like, why you ain't talking? She said, Robert said, I can't talk to you. Damn it, Jim. And then he's still looking at more time at different states. Man, that shit crazy. I know what it's like to be up under the gun, but not for nothing like that, man. So to each his own. Peace to you, brother. But I'm sure it's not a comfortable ride, because I know what it's like to be on that side. It's not comfortable for people like that. But I will give Lil Rel credit for the fact that he finished by saying that he believed that the comics, all the powerhouses, should come together and do like a new Coming to America, where everybody put all the differences to the side, rock together, and make a new classic. I agree with that. He gave Katt Williams his respect. He gave him respect like he loved his talent, all that stuff. He was just, joking. He was just saying, man, we comedians. We all talk shit, but at the same token, we got to get to a point where, we can come together. Let's talk shit. Let's have fun. Let's crack jokes. Let's make people laugh. But let's come together and make some classic shit happen. And I agree with the bottom line. And it was funny, some of the stuff that he said do it. So check that out. He was on Club Shay Shay. But the free agency frenzy for my sports fans and NFL fans, it's the new NFL offseason kicking in. The draft is next month. We got a lot of people moving to different places. And we got some people that's making impacts like Aaron Jones, gone from Green Bay, went to Minnesota. That's different. And I'm starting with the running backs because the running back market was kind of fluid this year. And they getting their money and they deserve it. Austin Eckler leaves the Chargers, goes to the Commanders, who conveniently is picking up Cowboy players. Okay, you already got the defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn. Now you get Dorrance Armstrong, which is a defensive end, play with the Cowboys. You got the center, Tyler Biadasz, who was messing up the snap in the playoffs and shit. You made a couple of good pickups. Jeremy Chin from Carolina, Zach Ertz, good blocker, can make some good catches. You already had weapons already. But y'all loved out as players. Y'all loved out as coaches. Remember what happened when you got Norv Turner? How'd that work out for you? Remember what happened when you got Deion Sanders from us? How'd that work out for you? Remember when you got James Washington from us? Safety. For some of y'all who don't know, wore number 37 when the Cowboys won Super Bowls before we got Deion Sanders. How'd that work out for you? And there's other players that I won't even name, but Dan Quinn, not a great start. And I ain't mad because you're the biggest rival. And you left us and you went to the biggest rival. So I don't want to see you succeed. I'm not even really rooting for my motherfucking team. And the main reason is because Derrick Henry signed with the Baltimore Ravens. We let Tony Pollard go. He went to Tennessee. We need a running back. So I have an out. I have a way for me not to be upset with my team. In the draft, we picked number 24. I have somebody in mind. And for all my people that rock with me, make sure you hit the comments and let me know what you think about this. Trey Benson, running back, Florida State University. Power, speed. All we have right now is Deuce Vaughn. Somebody I thought should have got a lot more playing time last season. The 5'7" or 5'6" miniature dynamo that we not working with. Oh my goodness. I thought I turned the sound off. I'm sorry for that. I will forgive him for not getting Derrick Henry because we need power in the running game. We need somebody that can break loose. That way we don't have to allow Dak Prescott to throw the ball so damn much. Washington also picked up Marcus Mariota as a backup quarterback. I don't really know what they're doing with that. The Houston Texans should be happy. So if you're a Houston Texan fan, you should be happy. Because even though you did trade defensive tackle Malik Collins to San Francisco for a pick, you picked up Joe Mixon at running back from Cincinnati. Back to the running backs. Added Danico Autry, defensive lineman from Tennessee, 2 years, $20 million. Added Daniil Hunter, defensive end, that made his name with the Minnesota Vikings for 2 years and $49 million. 2 years, $49 million. And also cornerback Jeff Okudah for 1 year. Calvin Ridley is officially gone from the Jacksonville Jaguars on a 4-year, $92 million deal, 50 guaranteed with the Tennessee Titans. Mind you, Tony Pollard left the Cowboys, went to the Tennessee Titans. They add Calvin Ridley to that. The young quarterback, Will Levis. Ryan Tannehill is on the market. So they're trying to surround him with weapons. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who left the Eagles and went to the Detroit Lions, is now back with the Eagles. 3 years, $33 million. Jameis Winston, he's going to Cleveland to back up Deshaun Watson. Might not be a whole lot of news to y'all. Jordan Poyer, known bona fide safety for the Buffalo Bills. He's going in the same division to the Miami Dolphins. So you know he's going to be playing hard against Rough Buff. He's going to be playing hard against them. You already know it. But C.J. Gardner-Johnson going back to the Eagles I think that's a good thing. Gardner Minshew is now in Las Vegas with the Raiders, and he got $15 million guaranteed. Jacoby Brissett, who was in Washington, goes back to New England, where he spent some time. And New England also added Antonio Gibson. Zach Moss, the running back from Buffalo, joins the Cincinnati Bengals. And Carolina Panthers traded Brian Burns to the Giants for nothing really for his talent. Like they traded Chris McCaffrey, they didn't even get a first round pick. They traded Brian Burns, they didn't get a first round. I don't know what Carolina doing, but to each his own. Las Vegas Raiders also they released Jimmy Garoppolo, for those who don't know him by that nickname, but most people call him Jimmy G, and Hunter Renfrow to save $19 million on the cap. And Mike Williams, man, heck of a talent, hell of a talent, but a lot of injuries. So the Chargers released him so that they could save $20 million in cap. And Patrick Queen, man, I don't know how the salary cap, even though it went up, when you pay certain players a certain amount of money, like Lamar got his money, certain players get their money, like, J.K. Dobbins gone, Devin Duvernay gone. Baltimore lost Patrick Queen, man. Him and Roquan Smith, the two-headed linebackers. Patrick Queen gone to the Steelers in the same division. The Steelers also traded Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers for cornerback Dante Jackson and pick swaps, 4th round pick swaps, and then an extra 6th thrown in there to come back. It's getting crazy in the league. I don't know how much y'all paying attention to it, but that's why I'm here, to give you the content, let you know what's happening. But Patrick Queen going to Pittsburgh, and now he's rocking with Pittsburgh against Baltimore. Look like that Pittsburgh-Baltimore rivalry going to have a little bit more touch to it, like it used to back in the day. Russell Wilson quarterbacking for the Steelers now. Derrick Henry in the background with Lamar Jackson, read option, or Lamar under center, and you got Patrick Ricard at fullback. Derrick Henry standing 7 yards. Then if you do the read option, you got to worry about him handing it to Derrick Henry, and you're going to keep somebody watching Lamar Jackson. So if you got an 8-man box, it's going to turn into a 7-man box, because you got to keep somebody watching Lamar Jackson, and this is zone. Baltimore ran for over 2,600 yards last year. You add Derrick Henry, and they retooling the offensive line. Good. Googly muggly. Moving right along. Dak Prescott, I got to commend him for something, because there's been a lot of brothers that's been slandered by people, and they just settle. I'm not going to name names, but I'm sure y'all are aware of a lot of professional athletes that wind up having accusations levied against them, and then they wind up just settling. But the picture that gets painted is, he's settling because he's guilty. So it's always going to be people, an immense amount of people at that believe he's guilty, just because he settled. So I have to commend Dak Prescott, because a woman levied some charges against him, and he countersued, saying she on $100 million, scheme, trying to get bread out of him. Kudos, man. Because that's what a lot of these brothers are supposed to do. Because if you're not guilty, then countersue and fight it. And for those who are not really paying attention, the sisters who watching, no matter the denomination, gender, anything, race, whatever, if somebody really did something to you that heinous, whereas you go public and you put it out there, what are you settling for? Take it all the way to trial. Get as much as you can. If they really did something wrong, why are you signing NDAs, non-disclosure agreements? Why are you signing them? And just taking the money. And that's the side that never gets talked about. It only gets talked about that, the athlete that had these accusations against him just settled. So it looks like he just automatically guilty. So even if he's not guilty, where's the energy and the narrative towards the fact that if it really was something that harmed a woman, degraded a woman in that fashion, Because when you read about some of these cases, they try to say that men do all type of stuff. So if all this is going on, why settle for $250,000 when you can go all the way to trial and get 5 million, 10 million? So let's bring some truth to what's really going on, man. It's a lot of money grabbing shit that be going on. And it's unfortunate because it's actually women who are really victimized and really go through this type of shit with dudes that don't have no money they can get it from. Dudes that don't have nothing they can sue them for, take them to court and feel like they get some justice for what the hell they went through. I'm just saying. It's a lot of money grabbing shit going on. And I commend Dak Prescott for countersuing, you know what I'm saying? And making sure that he upholds his integrity. And a lot of brothers that's athletes should do that instead of just giving up the money, because the reputation that is tarnished is yours. If you innocent, you fight. And women, if they really did some messed up stuff to you like that, then you go all the way. Because I'm going to tell you like this, if they did it to you, man, get all of it. Break them. I don't give a fuck. Break them. Break the bank. But we got to make sure that we're being authentic and we're being real, man. On either side, man. Because it's just pressure getting applied either way. And this image is being created when the truth can set everybody free. Go hard. If you're going to go hard or don't go at all. Speaking of going hard, Trump has the Republican GOP nomination locked in. Y'all Trump supporters, y'all voting for Trump? I'm going to tell you like this, I don't vote. However, I don't have any gripes with Trump because he passed, the First Step Act, for those who don't know what it is. Get a lot of brothers out of prison a little bit early. So I don't have any gripes. However, I do understand that it's a joke to him. But we live in a world where he can become president again while having an open federal case with 4 indictments and 91 counts, could wind up being a convicted felon and be the president. I'm not sure what the qualifications are now, because it appears to be that they change with each president based on dynamics that we're not in the rooms to hear. But if we pay attention, we can see. I'm not anti-government, but I'm not pro-government either. But we live in a world where that could happen. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who I believe, I guess, is battling with Biden for the Democratic, if that's the case. I don't pay attention. I don't follow it for real. I just find this shit funny because RFK Jr. is, considering having Jesse the Body Ventura, who was a wrestler, for those who don't know. Back in the day when I was a kid, I used to see him in the wrestling magazines. My Uncle Tommy used to have him Wrestle Soul. Wrestle Soul, my Uncle Tommy, he used to have the mag. Jesse Ventura, I used to watch him wrestling. Jesse the Body Ventura. Him, and I believe Ventura got into some politics on the West Coast not long ago. And Aaron Rodgers, who is currently under contract for another year with the New York Jets. I don't know how y'all feel about this, but to me, it looked like this politics stuff is just becoming like a game show. Like, it's just a joke. It's funny. Like, where's the integrity with this? Like, it was supposed to be a level of integrity and a level of, inspiration that you could give when you spoke and what you brought to the table. Like, all of y'all was basically lying, but at least you did it in a good way. Now it's just like we got an old motherfucker in Biden. He just old. Like, I think he like almost about to have Alzheimer's or something. I don't know. You got RFK Jr. like trying to, bring in wrestlers and football players into politics. And I know that him and Aaron Rodgers got cool with the being adverse to the vaccine in 2020. But I don't know, man. It's just not making a lot of sense to me. What y'all think? It's not making a lot of sense to me. And then The Rock said that they asked him to run. I mean, to be honest, I think The Rock will have a little bit more integrity than than the people that we got in there, though. I think some people will vote for The Rock, though. Would y'all vote for The Rock? I think the people will vote for him. I believe they would. I don't know about you, but I do. For my people that were used to the Jews, trying to get some money, you want to get you some late night money tonight, then you got to take the Lakers -2.5 at Sacramento. Game time starting, and you got time. It's a couple of hours. Game time is at 10:10 Eastern time. Western time, 7:10. Ride with your brother. Take the Lakers at Sac. 10:10 tonight. Get you some money. One pick. Once again, thank you to everybody who has joined, who has rocked with me so far. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope y'all having a great day, hump day. Hope you get some good rest tonight. Have a good meal and everything like that. And tell your people to tell their people to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock with your brother. And I'm going to keep rocking with you and bringing you this content. Check out the shorts. Check out the first Father and Son episode that I did Saturday. I'm sorry. That I did Saturday with my son, freshman in high school. Now I'm saying high school when it's college. I'm just in a hurry to get this flavor to you. Get these messages to you. Shout out to my son, Dayon, coming on the show Saturday, doing his thing in college, playing in 2 different bands, about to go overseas, something I've never done. Wonderful thing. Thank you for rocking with me. Free agency is going crazy. It's going to be more moves. NBA action tonight. You know I'm going to be talking about what happened with the Lakers game tonight because we playing for playoff position and Sac is in front of us. It's going down. And I got a couple of more shorts coming momentarily. Peace.